Morning, guys. So I know I have about 5 minutes before I run into an appointment, but I just wanted to say hi and check in with my people I haven't checked in with. Life has been crazy, to say the least, but I do believe we will all get through this. Definitely, I think the resounding theme here is not only taking care of yourself, but taking care of each other. And for those of you, of course, know that I have MS. You don't probably understand the dynamics of certain mechanisms that MS medications do impose upon people's health. And so I wanted to take a few moments to kind of explain where I am and also give you the opportunity to kind of explore it for yourself and even point you to a website that has a cartoon that kind of explains it too. So for me, I currently take Ocrevus. It's a drug that's about $75,000 a year, and that is not counting like the physician visits, the MRIs, the infusions, as far as like the actual procedures, which can take about 5 to 6 hours depending upon just how my body reacts. And yeah, it's a long type of day, but it's not bad. Normally, I can literally drive myself home, and I'm very thankful for that. However, when you look at me, you're like, oh, she's good, but you don't see what that does to the inside of my body. For all my science geeks out there, hi. It pretty much depletes my B cells. And if you need a drawing of this or an explanation, you can look up Ocrevus. You can look up side effects of Ocrevus. They definitely have explanations of that. And one of my favorite websites when I was actually explaining to my little girl, because she wanted to understand more about it, I went to this website. It was askabiologist.asu.edu, I believe. They actually had a really great just line out of how the drug works, and or not even the drug, but the importance of B cells in our bodies. And so for me, in short, what that means is my body can start to fight off infections, but it can't finish it effectively. And that is why they say people with MS taking certain drugs can be immunocompromised because of the mechanisms of the drugs. And so you may say, well, why don't you just take something else? Well, I have. This is my third drug. My symptoms were not going away essentially with the other two drugs. One drug, on top of not really working for me, gave me heart issues. And then I'm good though. Everything reverted back to normal as soon as literally I got off the drug. So we're good. But then the other drug gave me gastrointestinal issues. I had fatigue, and my hair started to actually come out. And I was just like, it's one thing to be sick, but it's another thing to be sick, have medication make me sicker, and I'm losing my hair. But seriously, I had to find something that did not take away my quality of life. And my doctor and I at the time both talked about Ocrevus, and we agreed that this was the best thing for me. It did have obviously more side effects, as most IV treatments do, but it was found to be the most aggressive. And one of my friends, who I can call a friend now, Nathan Firm, he actually was the reason I decided to go forward with it. At the time, we didn't know each other, but I read his study that he participated in at The Ohio State University, and it just gave me hope that, this is something I should try. Maybe this will work for me too. And thus far it has, but I think it's fair to say we've never seen anything like we're going through right now. Like literally the nation's multi-billion-dollar establishments are closing. And so I know for a lot of you out there, you're like, well, it's not impacting me. It's not affecting me. I'm good. Well, you could be asymptomatic, and you could be asymptomatic and pass that on to somebody like me who may look good, but really is not. I have to take care of myself. I have a little girl to take care of. And, I have gifts that I want to give to the world. And I'm sitting at home too, just like you should be, if you don't have to be out. And it's a small sacrifice right now to make. And I know it's one thing to see these things on TV and to see them from people that you don't know, but it's another thing to see from someone that you possibly call a friend or that you possibly respect. I get nothing out of this. What I am trying to do is give you an understanding of like a real face, if you will. Like, you know me, you know my life, and it's very scary. I will be honest with you. It's very scary right now because I voluntarily am about to walk into this clinic and get something that's going to destroy the few defenses I do have right now. But if I don't get this medication, I have nothing protecting me from my own body. So I hope that when you are seeing what's going on in the world, you are not making ill judgments just because you don't think it's going to impact you. Because while it may not impact you, it could impact somebody you love, you respect, you care about, or somebody else that is loved and that is respected and that is cared for and is depended upon. People that have these things, they don't choose them. I definitely didn't choose MS. But I have it, and I'm doing my best to take care of myself. So literally, when I get out of here, I'm going home. But I hope if this even makes one person think about their daily lives and, how they interact with people, then it's served its purpose. It would be my honor to be able to help somebody like myself or an older person, but in my situation, it's just not safe for me to do that directly. But I can do this. I can talk to people. I am willing to talk to anybody. If you have any questions, if you want more information, if you even want to know what somebody like me might need because you know somebody and you don't know how to ask, reach out. I guarantee you, if you're coming from a good place, they're not going to be offended. And if they are, they're probably just hurting. It is a scary time for autoimmune compromised people. And, the thing that keeps me going is definitely myself and my little girl. But I can only do so much. I definitely count on people that are taking care of me, like my nurse staff are about to do, my doctor. I depend upon, people being responsible as much as possible. I have not hoarded, but I do have a lot of things to take care of me in Zendaya, so I don't have to get out and go anywhere for the next few weeks because it's essential that I don't. Like I said, to understand why I am the way I am, you have to understand what I'm going through. And there is so much information about why B and T cells are important. So even with the website I gave you earlier, askabiologist.asu.edu, I encourage you and implore you to look that up just to get an understanding. I'm not the only one that has an autoimmune deficiency. I'm not the only one that has to take medication that may be contradictory to what we need right now for our own bodies. But I am your friend, I would hope, if you're watching this. I am a contact of yours. I am somebody that you respect because I don't really think I'm connected to too many people I don't have that type of relationship with. So if you've not really thought about this thing, I hope you do now. So if anybody shows this to my mom, I didn't cry. So there's that. Don't want her worried. I am fine. I am strong in my strength. I've prayed, definitely. I have my faith set there, but I want to also be knowledgeable and share that knowledge with you all and hope that you will have a better understanding of why, for us immunocompromised people, it's a little different out here for us. So with that information, take care. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy the time with your families. Love your kids. Love on them. Love on those people that you may have taken for granted and just not spent enough time with before. As sad as this is, I'm seeing the silver lining in all of it. And I just hope and pray that we are better people after it's all over. I love you guys. And yeah, those are those cheetahs I was telling y'all about. I got 100 of them. Please buy them. But I was like, I wonder if I could get through the HOV lane with them. Anyway, have a great day. Thank you.